generation, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupt.
Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and their inner-city rivals, the New York Jets. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check 31, check 31. Shit.
Now a give, right side, Brooks. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Big stop, let's go. Watch the edge. Shoot, watch the shoot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 18 Gator. Check 53. Rip right. 5.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Ready.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. They find some open field here. The 30. 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 78 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Check 49, check 49. Check 52.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Here we go. Get the pass. Number 53. Mike 53. Let's go. Come on. QB drop. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Crash. Check out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Saquon Barkley. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Come on, set. 8, read. Pilot, 64, read. You got nothing.
On 3rd down, Herbert. He gets it complete to Latimer. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Herbert. He finds Coleman. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The end result, 21 yards.
First down, Giants.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Slim. 6-6. Pull it high.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
These two teams all tied after one.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Silver. He's crossing. He's checking crack. Switch.
Rock it. Get it.
Saquon Barkley running right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
It's caught. Shepard. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, Maybe it's like my wedge. When you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Rush in.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch.
Now they try the right side here. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Shift. Check safety, check safety.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Looking to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught by Smith for a jet touchdown. Traquan Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now it's Barkley. And some room to work. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. This is Barkley. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Room to run again. And finally brought down at the 43. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Go now. 50, plant. Number 53, Mike 53.
A first down carry for Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What do we call them, run fits? Everyone was in the right place.
It's hauled in by Shepard. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And this is Shepard on the catch. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. On first down, Herbert. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Second down and inches. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
Again, it's Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
Down, 60 Pittsburgh. Coming to you. Ready?
Throwing on third and long. Herbert. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Come on, set. Think it's Pittsburgh. Check 53's mine. And let's get that home. Slam, slam, slam. Switch. 61. Max box. Right.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
It's easy work.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Barkley. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On the double. 57's Mike. I got you, pop.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's caught. Smith. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Ready? 53. Mike. Bandit. Check 50. Check 50. What? Check 24. Check 24. Kill. Mucho poco. Twist.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
All day, defense, all day. Alert flare.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Number 53, Mike 53. And we heavy on the edge. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Exit.
2nd and 11. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40.
That's good for the Jets. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check 24. Jim.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 at the Giants' 35-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
53 is Mike. Coming. Watch the eye. Shift. Watch the shift. Check. Kill. 22, check, over. 22, check, over. Check, nickel. 6 guys, check, 6 guys.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Open man is Anderson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll go to Barkley again. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll look to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Ready? 60 or. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 80 weapons.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellet.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.